Hello guys, welcome to the FeedUs server. Well, we're finally on the 1.8 snapshot, 14W03B I believe. So that means we have some slime blocks finally. And I will no longer take fall damage when building the castle, thankfully. Between us updating and now, me and OGedjr, which is on right now actually, did some work in our caves. I noticed while I was mining that slimes were spawning down here, so I figured it was a slime chunk. So what we did is we completely hollowed out the chunk where they were spawning in, and I even added some redstone to it. And, so you can actually hear them right now. Only one. It goes all the way around. It goes pretty far back too. I keep the lights off so things can spawn. One second, let me turn down my sounds as always. Always forget. And that music will stay on, I guess. But so that way things can spawn. And we can get kills and stuff. Especially since now enchanting and repairing stuff's so cheap. Which, during the whole hollowing out process, we kind of, oh, there's End Monster. During the whole hollowing out process, I kind of used up the durability of two of our good picks. So, I'm going to see if we could repair or combine them for the 18 levels that we have now, since I know it is a bit cheaper. If not, I do have some redstone and coal. Another thing me and OGedjr did was that we basically took all of the stone that we got and turned it into bricks. So we have, well, should have plenty to build our castle. Probably won't, but oh well. I also got some more records. These are all the ones I have. Finally got Ward, which I'm so happy about. Got another Wither Skull. Nothing else is new here. But I'm gonna see if we could combine the Fortune with this one, because I have another Silk Touch one. Don't really need to repair this one. Maybe I'll combine these two or something. Well, actually it won't do anything if I combine them, so that's just a Silk Touch pick. But I'm going to see if I could combine these two so I can have Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3. Let's see if it's as cheap as I hope it is. 24. Doesn't look too good. Okay, so it's still fairly expensive, but it's only one enchantment level to rename it, so that's great. I can actually rename stuff, or name stuff at least. I got a slime chunk by my spawn base. So, since you could revert these back to... Actually, for those of you who don't know, how you craft these is a 3x3 square. Just like a normal block. And you can get the slimes back. So, 64 slimes turned into only a few blocks. 7 and 8. Okay. I have some blocks. Alright, well, me and Monster's probably going to test out some of the things. Also, one other thing is the skins changed. Now, you can't really see it because of my armor. But if I take this all off, and then... Sure. And then take my armor off, which my armor's about to die too. Oh, kind of gave it away there a bit. But this is my normal skin. But if I put on the jacket and the sleeves, I'm instantly Superman. It doesn't really look right when I'm moving because I have the cape to where it looks like it's falling straight down. But from the front, it looks great. Ooh, cave noise. And that's all that matters. My F5 ain't working. Thanks. Alright. Alright. And I will give him a few. I'm so happy that this is one of my favorite blocks. If you want, I can show you where they spawn. And basically we didn't, other than that, we didn't really do much from the last episode. And oh, it's nighttime. I did have 50 levels, but unfortunately I died because some witches spawned down here. But that's alright. I don't know what's my favorite part of the new snapshot yet. Probably the slime blocks, but the skin customization's awesome, and the new fill command is amazing. Lights off when you want other mobs to spawn. SP. Can't spell. I just like how it goes around. It was pretty simple redstone. Just there's a block underneath each one of these redstone lamps and a repeater next to the block, so that way it still carries the signal all the way through. And there's one every other 6 blocks. So, oh, I guess this would be the second arrow that's always here, just like the one that's near on the pumpkin farm. Well, I am going to generate some new chunks, and I will explore to hope to find the new stones. And when I do that, I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. We are pretty far out. Not too far, but pretty far. And I kind of don't want to bridge across this lava lake. So hopefully this is new chunks. I have no idea. Oh, look at that. On F in the F3 menu. Oh, yeah, he left. But okay. It says towards positive Z. That's cool. That's really cool. That'll be making traveling way easier. Alright, it's taking a while, so I guess that's good news, I hope. I'm kind of fearful that it's nighttime, though. And because our armor's kind of broken. Whoa. Whoa. This is a cool place. Yes, it's new terrain! Oh god. The lag spikes. Yes. Because I don't think Sphax has updated to a snapshot version. So for the first couple of videos until they update it, it's going to look different than the rest. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't bother me that much, I guess. But oh my god, so this is granite. Yeah, granite. Yeah, it took me a while to dig here. And this is andesite? Andesite, right? Andesite, yeah. And is oh yep, there's some diorite. Wow. All of it is just right here. That's cool. Well, I'll be letting the other guys on the server know where to find this place. That is so cool. Because you can craft this with quartz, but I would rather not. Here, I can show you. Because I have some quartz on me. Wow, I have a stack evenly. Okay, if you take it like that, and that, you get diorite. If you take diorite and add more quartz to it, you get granite. But if you add cobblestone to it, you get andesite. I don't know if I like that crafting recipe, but I mean, at least it gives quartz another use. That's pretty cool. I'm going to collect more andesite than anything because I really like the way it looks. I'm going to, after I'm done recording, I'm going to look and see if Sphax has updated, because it wouldn't look right building with this material. I mean, I could, yeah, you know, I could switch to default. I have the sound pack, but I don't really like it. I like the default sounds better, so that's why I have the default sounds. See, it looks a little bit better now. You know, it blends in better. This one's closer to the original texture. I don't really... This one probably would go with clay, acacia, and I would guess a dark brown, like dark oak. Don't know how much I would use granite, to be fair. But I will be using andesite because I really like the way it looks. I don't have any plans for diorite just because it's too... how do I explain it? It's too dirty looking, kind of, like busy. Like there's too much going on at once. I mean, sure, these have the same thing, kind of, but it goes better when it's a smoother version. With this, you don't smelt it to get the smooth version. You take 4 of them and you put them in your crafting bench, just like you would make a crafting bench with wood. You would take... I thought the netherrack was the granite. I was like, wow, I already got that much? Meh. But okay. This is probably my second favorite block, and, well, the andesite. I already got a stack of it, wow. Let me show you the smooth version of it. Don't think you could get the cracked back, so. But yeah, it's a really nice looking block. And they all go good with each other, like the smooth and the non-smooth versions of them. They go good. Well, naturally, you know, because they are the same block, but different versions. In my opinion, this kind of reminds me like of a mossy stone, like the old texture of when you put the two together. The connected textures, I mean. And this is my least favorite block out of all of them. I've been noticing that a lot of people have been saying the same thing too. That more people like the andesite and the granite more than the diorite. If they made the white a little bit more like noticeable. Not really noticeable, but more pronounced. And the black and gray a little bit more hidden, not as like standing out, like not as bad. It would probably look better in my opinion, kind of like a marble look. I never heard diorite in real life, so I wouldn't know what it really looks like. Maybe it does look like this, but I mean, there's not much of a difference besides the dark beveled edge. I just don't really like it. Don't like it too much. And then, of course, you have the granite, which looks pretty nice. It kind of reminds me of the stained clay a bit. Just a little bit, though. It kind of has that feel to it. So, yeah, these are the new blocks. I could actually run the snapshot pretty well. I can't in the nether. It's a bit laggy. Not too much, but I don't think I would be able to record. But so, I put my slimes away, but so we have these blocks, which is pretty cool. We have the slime blocks, which is amazing because you bounce. It doesn't take fall damage when you jump on it or fall from it, I should say. They don't have, like, you can't keep bouncing, like get higher each time. It's more like a fall net than a trampoline, which is alright. I mean, at least there's a vanilla way to negate all fall damage from any height, if you land on it at least the right way. So I will be using the slime when I'm building on that tower because I have fallen off of it a lot. Oh, that's regular. But yeah, so wow, they're just everywhere. So I'm actually going to go to the castle and work on it a little bit before I start resuming this recording again. Can't speak. Oh, I'm already full. Let me just throw out some of this netherrack. I don't need that much netherrack. Nobody ever does. And okay, good thing I didn't pick it up. But yeah, I'm gonna get more andesite and more granite. Probably, let's see, how much andesite do I have? I have 2 stacks of andesite. Let's see, you get 4 from each. 16, 32. Is that right? Yeah, okay. Oh, and it's getting nighttime. Lovely. But whenever, I'm going to keep it on the vanilla textures. Whenever they update the Sphax texture pack, I will switch back to it. Because I just prefer it more, actually. I like both. I like a little bit of change. Cause I played on default for a long time. And the Sphax was the second one I actually had besides the default. So I'm going to mine up a bit more. And when I come back, I will be working on the castle. See you in a second. Alright, I did some work on the castle. And we are finally at the... Whoa. Rendering errors. Alright, whatever. But we're finally at the height we want to start at. The top, at least. The very, to be, like, pointy part. It's going to probably be... I don't even know how tall that would be, but this is 60 blocks. Pretty tall. This ain't going to be here permanently. This is how I got up, just to count and see how many blocks it actually was. But we're probably going to be done with the 1.8 stuff. We're not going to do any more this episode. Actually, we don't have too much time left. I looked back at how long the other the other segments were, and I think it was roughly about 15 minutes. I actually forgot to set my timer, so we'll just, maybe if it's long, it's long, if not, whatever. But we actually are probably going to plan out a little bit. If this episode's actually might be a little bit shorter than normal because there's not much for me to do at the moment. I will be trying to plan out something else to do other than just the castle because it's kind of boring a bit. There's not much for me to do actually on the server that I could record other than building the castle. But after the castle's built, then I can finally start building my farms and at least have some things to build instead of doing the same thing each time. But with the 1.8 snapshot, we will be updating normally, hopefully, every week to the new snapshot. I don't know how often we will update. Like if we're going to update straight away as soon as they put it out, or if we're going to wait a bit. Also, one more thing is, I believe the new snapshot is going to be out soon. And hopefully we update to that one because I heard there's supposed to be some more commands in that, and I'm really looking forward to it. I really like the commands. I mess around with commands a lot in my single player world. Obviously, we're not going to mess with commands because that's kind of cheaty in survival, but I digress. Whatever. Degrassi. So the first thing, my old castle. I'm gonna see actually if I still have the world that I designed that one in, and I will actually start recording on that so I can show you guys basically what I'm planning on doing with this. Alright, see you in that world. Alright, we're back here, and this is actually my creative world where I test a lot of things. It's really glitchy at the moment. I have not opened up this world since 1.5, I think, or maybe 1.4. Quite a while ago. It was when they introduced the trap chests, because I was trying to figure out some traps that I could do with it, with these and command blocks and whatnot. This is basically the world I fiddled things with. Oh, and also the TNT minecarts. And this is the castle that I'm planning on doing something with. Like, this is the castle I was talking about that I hope to recreate. I'm probably not gonna recreate it perfectly like it is now. I'm gonna add some things to it. Obviously, it's a way bigger scale. I don't even know how many blocks tall it is, but it's definitely not 60 blocks tall. And it's a little bit fatter than it. Like this one is semi big, but it's not as big as the one we have on the FeedUs server. So there's going to be some changes to it. I really like this build. This was my favorite build. I worked quite hard on this build. It was actually the only big build I've ever done on a survival server, because I've done this before on a server called JCD's Canvas server, which was the first server I actually ever was on. But, what's this? The heck? Thorns? Okay. Yeah, I've done a lot of like testing around. I don't even remember half the stuff here. And these are just me messing around with different designs that's in my head. In fact, actually, all these little holes you see here is actually created by an Ender Dragon. Why is there XP everywhere? Oh, I was actually making my own texture pack, and I think that's why that's all there. I think. But I'm gonna go back to the FeedUs server. Oh, this is also probably the farm that I'm gonna build, or a similar one. Similar? Can't speak today. A similar. Whatever. I'm gonna build one kind of like this. It's kind of like a apartment type thing where each animal gets its own lair, and I didn't spend long on this. Obviously, it's very basic and minimal. I might tweak it, might make it better. Definitely gonna have way more animals. This was just a proof of concept type thing. But this is basically what the castle is going to turn into. But like I said, I'm going to do some changes to it. I'm going to add, it's not going to be all stone. Alright, well, I'll be back on the FeedUs server. Well, we're back on the FeedUs server, and I kind of fell to my death. Yeah. Just a little bit. Wouldn't be the first time or the last time. I'm pretty sure. But now that you guys have an idea of what oh yeah, I forgot I'm not the only one on the server. But now my spawn is set here, so I don't have to keep going through the nether. So basically what I want to do first is recreate this in excuse me, recreate this in a creative world. The 5-2-2-1-2-2-5 pattern, and see what would be the best diameter for the smaller 4 outlining pillars that will eventually connect into. Oh, you want some? Oh, let me put on my armor first. My sword. Oh, ooh. I didn't know I put my sword in the right slot. But that will eventually connect into archways. Sorry about that. But I don't know what else we could do this episode, because I do have some planning to do. I was going to do this all off the top of my head, but I've learned that is actually pretty hard to do. Normally I do that in creative, but it takes me a couple weeks to actually get a design that I'm happy about. I'm very picky when it comes to that stuff. I like everything to look nice, basically, not to be perfect, but to at least look nice. I gotta light up this area more too. But other than that, this is a great location. Perfect, big. I might even take this all down. It all depends. Like, with how much material I used with this is enough to build probably that other castle that I showed off. I do like big builds, and I've never done something this scale. And I'm going to ask Larf or OGedjr to sleep. My keyboard, I'm sure I said before, it doesn't tell me when the caps lock is on, so I just type in. Yeah, so now it's daytime. That's good. But I'm probably gonna actually head over to the spawn base. I'm probably gonna also flatten this out. This is probably where the farm's gonna go. The farm that I showed you guys. So hopefully we're able to, well, I'm able to get a design I like. I found one flaw of how tall this is if I go all the way up, it's actually at cloud level. So that tip, the very top, the pointy bit, would be actually over cloud level. So while we're up there, the clouds would be all in our face and very disruptive, whatever. And it won't really be that great. Jumping up 60 boxes takes way longer than I would expect it to. Alright. See, as I said, cloud level's already here. Sorry if you hear the door in the background. It's really windy and cold here, and my balcony door isn't the most secure, and it likes to rattle a lot when the wind's blowing. Unfortunately, I believe that is all we have time for. It may be short, it may be long. Next time I will definitely keep my timer on. I completely forgot to set it again after the first time. So if it's a little bit short, I apologize. There will be a normal sized episode next Monday or Wednesday, depends on whatever I have to upload on Wednesday. Because as I said, my new schedule is in play where Minecraft is always going to be on Monday, Far Cry is always going to be on Friday, and there's going to be a random video every Wednesday. Just like last week, I had Batman on Wednesday. I don't know how often I'll do Batman, and there's actually I don't know if I'm going to be able to do Far Cry much longer. It's been glitching out on me last time I tried to record, and if I don't get settled, then I may have to put the Far Cry Let's Play on indefinite hiatus. So other than that, thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.